and the Union hoping to bounce back after a bit of an up and down stretch.
And how do they navigate the ebbs and flows of this match?
Fondez picks up an injury in the warm-up. Also, Philip Goodrum's a late scratch as well off the bench.
Yeah, unfortunately dealing with injuries.
Kicking us off, they'll be going from right to left in front of a good crowd here at Cardinale Stadium in Seaside, California. We're off and running.
Enjoy the area of learning when you haven't lost points. Obviously, not picking up a full 3 points, it affects you. But for a Louisville City side, I mean, they are as ambitious comes, and as thorough and as detailed and as demanding of themselves individually and collectively. So we're going to look at a result like that and be very disappointed with the overall performance. And to your point, going a player up with the red card to Hartford. And for Monterey Bay, 2 games in a row that they've conceded second half goals that have affected results.
Mayele Malongo plays it square. And the shot is fizzed over the top by the arriving Revelar.
Danger that Malongo presents, that ability to get around the corner, and the timing in which he plays this ball and the attention that he commands gives that space to Rebel. But it goes back to the point where we made with the goalkeeper comparison. Sometimes that gets into attackers' heads, the ability to have to hit something special to beat 2 goalkeepers. Corner, now having to deal with this in-swinger.
Right towards the near post. Toach tried to flick it on. Bit awkward on the clearance there in the middle of the penalty area by Moby Fair. Louisville win the ball back. No foul, says the referee. Amadou Diaz ball in was delicious, but what a save by Nico Campuzano, as advertised for Monterey Bay.
Talk about his saves of the week, jokingly, just because he continues to stack them. But this is why. I mean, the delivery is picture perfect. The run, the timing is spot on. But Campuzano has just made a living making those terrific saves.
Campuzano again punches the Serrano delivery out. It's a Louisville throw. He might have another save of the week candidate as he thwarts Arturo Ordonez. He's just top notch.
And those saves, they're so difficult because you're regenerating your positioning. You're putting yourself in a situation where you're trying to make the unpredictable predictable.
Oh, Serrano, little flick, took a deflection, but you guessed it, Campuzano's on it. Well, throughout its season, in any league, you don't always get to do a goalkeeping comparison. If there's any game to do that, it's this one. As we look at tonight's injury reports brought to you by ROL&M. Well, for Monterey Bay, the good news is that Soyberg and Yalazzi not far away from getting... It will be Serrano's delivery. It's headed to the outskirts. It's going to be Amadou Dia. Hit it into Lambert, and then it was Wilson. Again, it's Davila and Serrano. Davila with an in-swinger. Toach with the header back towards Ordonez, and then miscommunication with the Monterey Bay back line, and Carlos Guzman, who could have left it for Campuzano, touches it out for a Louisville corner instead.
Yeah, miscue. Nobody had communicated where Louisville City were in that second wave, and could have been a bit more patient there, and Campuzano could have come off his line, picked this up. Now they got to deal with this in-swinger.
Davila tries again. It's flicked on. It's flicked in. Monterey Bay made to pay for that miscue at the back. It was Toach and Adams in the vicinity, and Toach has appeared to tuck in his shirt. You know what that means. He's on the score sheet, and Louisville lead in Seaside.
And this is what Louisville City do. They punish you for miscues and mistakes. No need to give up the corner for Monterey Bay initially, but Louisville City doesn't care. They're going to take full advantage. Starts to swing this momentum. What starts to allow this group to build into this match? Obviously, you have to break that first line of pressure, but You say that, but Lou City is their ability to repress and regenerate those moments. It just flusters opponents. You just are not able to play in that same rhythm, in that same tempo that you want to play. You've got to limit your touches, and sometimes you rush plays and you force things that aren't there. That's what Lou City forced you to do.
Oh, it's gonna fall in behind here. Adrian Perez, Campuzano. He's just a brick wall.
My goodness, Campuzano is doing everything to keep this game within reach for Monterey Bay.
League with 39 saves. He's made a couple of big ones already.
And that's the second one of this half. And I know this scoreline sits at 1-0.
Another cross into the middle here. Toch's ball is headed out only as far as Dia, who doesn't have a great touch on that. And Monterey Bay will get a throw-in because of it. Ends up being a little bit of a missed opportunity for Louisville there. But they keep on pressing. Dia wins the ball back for a moment. Paul has to come all the way back to try to help Monterey Bay under the pressure here. Campuzano will clear it after Lara's feed. Header by Ordonez. Davila. Lambert flicks it along. Jansen Wilson threads the needle, and it's Taylor Davila! Oh my goodness! Campuzano!
Just the patience from Taylor Davila. Picks his spot.
Bagel corner.
But win by Campuzano.
Louisville corner taken short. Serrano. Clips it into the middle. Lambert's header back across. Monterey Bay trying everything they can to get this clear. Perez picks up the pieces. Sean Toch with two on him. He's able to dig out the cross just over the head of Serrano. Wait to see how much more time there will be here. And the answer is not much. Halftime here in Seaside. Really impressive at times from Louisville, who's been around these parts for quite some time. With Monterey Bay is going to come on at the start of the second half. Monterey Bay going from right to left, and the second 45 is underway. A BBSI substitution. Gadiri makes way, and the veteran Grant Robinson comes in, trying to help the Monterey Bay effort.
Monterey Bay FC substitution at halftime.
Louisville played across the halfway line. Lissa Nichols, our referee, is going to bring that back.
But past that, they're just unable to make that breakthrough. Monterey Bay are, and that is that transition moment for Lou City, that ability to identify and make the next play predictable. Once they are broken, that press is eluded, and that's where Lou City is winning the battle right now.
Well, still a long way to go in the second half, but if this result holds, Jordan Stewart's Monterey Bay have just one win in their last 9 in all competitions and winless in their last 6 overall. Louisville would potentially jump into second place with Louisville, Loudoun, and Charleston all on the same number of games played. Battery would still be in first place by 2 points. Loudoun just behind them in third. And again, Monterey Bay are kind of mid part of that top 8 at the moment, have a chance to go down a few spots as this is a miscue, and Manny Perez fires it in to double Louisville's lead off another Monterey Bay miscue. We said it in the first half, you cannot give Louisville a sniff, and they take advantage of another Monterey Bay mistake. Manny Perez with his second league goal of the season gives Lou City a 2-0 lead.
And it's just that consistent complement of relentless play and opportunistic play. The ability to not give up on this ball played over the top, to force Guzman into a difficult decision, and then to have the clap.
Toch will throw it back in for Louisville. 2 goal scorers link up. Manny Perez to the byline here. And just by the corner flag, it does go out of play, and Louisville will get another set piece opportunity here. Davila to take for Lou City, who could land a knockout blow if they score another. Davila's service is good. Oh, and it's headed off the line. Again, Monterey Bay needs some heroic defending in front of goal just to hang around here. Law sends it back up towards the penalty area. It's headed down and out of play.
And Monterey Bay has produced, as obviously they already find themselves in a 2-0 deficit, but it could be worse if you don't have the big saves from Campuzano and then that clearance off the line.
A bit of an awkward moment there, but Campuzano gets back on it and sends it upfield for Monterey Bay. Robinson does well to shield and get the ball up ahead to Elijah Paul. It's played to this near side by L.A. Malongo. I'd love to get him more involved from Monterey Bay. He's so good at times on the ball. Since the opening 6 minutes, we've barely seen him. 11 in blue. Nico Gordon spreads it out to Moby Fair. Switch of play, but Manny Perez is there, and then it's off Serrano. Guzman quickly for Robinson. Fungak. Robinson again, Guzman involved as well. Lovely feed and a good turn by Fungak. Slides it through for Malongo! Loss makes the stop!
Just breathtaking from both sides. I mean, what a clever play. You figured they were going to have some positive progression, but they have just been above and beyond what people imagined they could be here in the first third of the season.
Jansen Wilson had a chance to run onto that for Louisville. Monterey Bay clear it. And Malongo, well, he's clever initially, but runs out of space on this near side. Throw in for Lou City. And those are the two goal scorers. Toch and Manny Perez have Louisville ahead and on course for what would be a 6th league win of the season and would keep them unbeaten through the first 10 games of the campaign. And meanwhile, a chance for another. Manny Perez for Adrian Perez. Robinson in field, Revelar. Guzman keeping it in play. And then it's last off McFadden. Throwing for the Seasiders, they take it quickly. Revelar trying to get past multiple Lou City challenges here. Revelar still going into the penalty area. Toch stands him up. Robinson wins it back for Revelar. Revelar's cross is blocked on the edge of the 6-yard box. Cleared away only as far as Fungak. Reset by Gordon. Guzman down the line. Robinson gets the cross in. It's headed down by Ivanovic.
Of seeing out a match at a 2-0 advantage, but also inviting the opponent in because you want to keep the clean sheet. You want to have that comprehensive performance.
Toch from the throw-in. Tried to find McCabe. McFadden. Perez tried to help it along. Davila plays it out to the far side. Serrano into the middle. Campuzano makes the stop as Perez headed it right down the heart of the goal.
Their identity as a whole and how that influences results. So don't think for a moment that Monterey Bay is going to change. They're going to make adjustments. They're going to fine-tune some of the details, but they were multi-dimensional, dynamic, and explosive to start the season. They just need to find that footing again.
Chance for Louisville to seal the points. Campuzano saves again and was ready for the follow-up as well. Lara.
Just don't know many other superlatives to describe what Campuzano continues to do, because
Perez commits the foul, and that is it. Full time in Seaside. Danny Cruz asked for more from his Lou City players. Boy, did he ever get it tonight. Really impressive.